All right, so welcome everybody. My name's Pavanjeet. We are gathering together for a practice around the full moon. This is a full moon that will take place officially on Wednesday evening I can't remember the exact time. It's like 7:30, something like that, but it's going to be right around sunset. So if you, this is mountain daylight time that I'm talking in. So if you are around Wednesday evening and it's a clear evening, definitely look towards the east because it should be pretty amazing to see this full moon. This is a super full moon. It's one of 3 super full moons that we have this year, and it's the middle one. And it's a super moon means that the moon is closer to us than it normally is. The moon kind of changes a little bit in its distance to the Earth, and a super moon means that it's a full moon that's a little bit closer. So it is pretty much right now the closest the moon ever is. So if you look up on Wednesday evening, right around sunset, the sun will be setting. And then if you look over on the east horizon, you should see a very, very big moon. And it always looks the biggest when it first rises. So, if you get that chance to kind of like go check this moon out, right as it's rising, it should be pretty profound. So the full moon is, as I said, on Wednesday evening. We always can work with it within 48 hours. I always think it's better for me to do this a little bit ahead of time. That way you're prepared. And this full moon, it's a super moon, so it's already I'm already feeling the effects. You might already be feeling the effects of it. It's closer. The moon's closer. That means the impact of the moon is a little bit more pronounced. And this full moon is a full moon in Pisces, and Pisces and full moons, they go well together. Pisces is about letting go. It's about that ultimate letting go. It's about the ultimate transition from one reality next, close life to death, something like that. And full moons are an opportunity for us to release. They're these points where our emotions are heightened. And Pisces is one of our most sensitive and feeling signs in the zodiac. So this is a powerful full moon in the fact that it is in this sign of Pisces. It expands that ability to release. It expands that emotionality potentially. So today we're going to talk about the full moon. I'll talk a little bit more about the astrology, kind of break down what's going on in the stars, what's happening for us collectively. Then we'll do a breathwork exercise together, a little short 3-minute breathwork exercise. We'll do some stretching after that, just some little warm-ups for the body. We'll do a little relaxation and baby pose, and then we'll go into a practice that I feel is really aligned with us and this full moon. So every full moon, we're working with polarity. We're working with the sun in one sign, and we're working with the moon in another sign. So this one, we're working with the sun in Virgo. We're in Virgo season. We've been here for a few days now. And the moon will be in Pisces. So Virgo is about the details. It's about the day-to-day. It's about the little things that come together to create the bigger. The Pisces is about the big picture. Pisces is about the ultimate big picture, the real taking the lens all the way out, not just beyond Earth, not just outside of our solar system, but going all the way out to the furthest view we can get and seeing that reality where everything's connected. There is no separation. There is no polarity, right? So Virgo season, sometimes we get a little wrapped up in the details. Sometimes we get a little wrapped up in making things perfect or doing things the perfect way or checking things off our list. During Virgo season, it feels really good to be like, yeah, checking things off my list. I love it. I love, ooh, done. We love getting things done in Virgo season, right? It's kind of the beginning of the school year. It's a time when we've kind of had our summer and we start to get back, maybe in front of our computers, in front of our work. We start to kind of hunker down and start focusing on work and getting things done a little bit more. These moons, when we work with polarity, and always an opportunity for us to not get too stuck in one mode, right? what are we doing when we're doing stuff every day? What are we working towards when we're checking things off our list, right? What is this ultimately going to? And this full moon in Pisces reminds us, it says, hey, why are you doing this? And we have so many planets retrograde right now. We're in this space of wondering and reflecting, what are we doing? Especially when we have a Mercury retrograde, because if you don't stop and reflect, something will create a circumstance where you have to stop and reflect. I've already had the internet collapse on me today. I've already had a gong stand break. It's like, all of those things to kind of make you stop and pause and go, okay, do I need to keep pushing forward, or do I need to take a little pause and reflect and really assess, what am I doing? Why am I in a rush? We're in this culture, we're in a rush very often. And all these retrogrades really give us an opportunity to step back and reanalyze, why are we doing this? What are we doing? And how do we want to change going forward? That energy of change, of feeling like something needs to give, something needs to shift, is strengthening. And it's strengthening because Uranus officially today, in a couple hours, is going to change directions. So Uranus has been going forward, it's been going direct. And then in a couple hours, basically, if you were to look at Uranus moving around the zodiac, it would look like it was completely still right now. And whenever we have a planet look like it's completely still, the energy of that planet becomes a little more pronounced in our experience. So the energy of Uranus is this need for freedom. It's this need for having self-authority. It's a need for change. It's a need to let go of the things that have held us back in the past, the things that keep us bound to our past, the things that keep us bound to circumstances, situations, people, places that actually no longer serve us. So that energy is starting to rise up. We're starting to feel like, hey, I need something different. Something needs to change. I can't do it. I can't do it this way anymore. I need more space. I need more space for me. I need to get out of these old habits. So this is a really powerful time astrologically. It's a really powerful time because we have all these retrogrades. We have this Uranus moment, and then we have this full moon that's really inviting us to say, don't even just change this location, right? It's not even saying, hey, let go of that old location, move into a new location, let go of that old person, pick another person. It's really saying, let's look at the big picture. Let's really zoom out and let's look at the biggest picture we can. And let's not only look at the big picture, but let's feel the big picture. One of the traps that we can get in with this Virgo energy is getting really stuck on the minutia, getting really stuck on the little things. Well, if they just said it this way, or if it was just like this, or if my internet just worked quickly, or whatever, whatever the little thing that's like pissing you off is that day, right? We get really stuck on the little things. And we get really stuck on the fact that we want to control our reality. We want to have you could spend your entire lifetime trying to prove that you exist by trying to control your reality. Oh, look at all the things I did today. I'm worthy because I checked all of these things off my list. Did you see? Look at all the things. I'm having an impact. I have control over this reality because I did these things, right? We can spend our whole lives kind of trying to prove that we exist, prove that we're worthy by trying to control the outcomes of our life. And what the universe might teach you, and it's something we can learn, we might have to learn this one a few times. But what the universe can, this full moon can help us to learn from the universal principles, is that we don't have control over very much as human beings. We have very, very, very little control. And that You might react to that with fear. You might react to that with, oh, darn, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to show you what I can get done here. I'm going to push dirt around, and I'm going to rearrange it, and I'm going to take matter, and I'm going to do all these things with matter, and I'm going to come up with all of this. Blah, blah. Okay. And if you realize that there are forces that are much, much more powerful than us, way more powerful than one person, way more powerful than your to-do list, that there is a power, there's a force and a power that's at play that has created this universe, that is reorganizing this universe, that is destroying the universe, that is going through these cycles. If you can recognize that, if you can recognize that that force exists and that you are actually not separate from that force, but that force is something that you are as well, and you can start to relate to and connect to yourself and the universe in a place where you are connected to all things and you are a part of this bigger force, and that maybe you having control over the outcome is not that important, but you just going along for the ride and experiencing the ride to the fullest is actually, can be actually the most freeing thing. That can be the thing that really allows you to have this deeper spiritual relationship, the spiritual experience of life. Rather than us trying to reach and find the places where we can grab control. Oh, I'm going to have control over my bank account. I'm going to just totally focus on that's the thing that I have control over. I have control over what I eat, or I have control over this person, or I have control over my work, or I have control over this situation. How much can you let go of control? This is really the lesson of Pisces. How much can you let go of control and serve the greater good that is being instructed? How much can you listen and feel the instructions that the universe are giving you and just follow along with the instructions that the universe are giving you? How much can you just be so connected? And it's not even a thing that we have to think about when we really get into it. The real power of Kundalini yoga, of these practices, is what they do is they turn up our sensitivity. They turn on our sensory system, and then we just are so connected to the universe through our sensory system, we don't even have to think about, oh, I'm moving with God consciousness. You just are. You just are. You're so sensitive to everything around you. You are just reacting to the cosmos. You are just so integrated into the cosmos through every sense that you have that you realize that you are a part of the universe and you're acting because you're doing it right now. The problem is that our reality, this earthly reality, we've desensitized ourselves. We've said, oh, I don't want to feel that feeling. Anger, I can't feel that. Sadness, that's too much for me. Can't feel it. Grief, whoa, heck no, not doing grief. Can't feel it. Don't want to feel it. And we've shut down different faculties and facilities and experiences within ourselves. Oh, that pain in my shoulder, I can't feel it. No, can't do that. That thing in my neck, oh, can't do that. Don't want to feel it. We're constantly denying what we're experiencing. We're denying our sensory experience. So if you learn anything, if you take anything away from this blah, that I'm talking about, feel what is happening for you. Whether you do these practices or don't do these practices, pay attention to what is happening in your body and find ways to build your sensitivity. Move away things that are numbing, move away from things that are distracting, move away from things that are keeping you from your actual experience. And we all have our own unique brand. We all have our own unique things that we go to to just kind of make us feel good and kind of ignore what's actually going on. But see if you can more and more go to the things that allow you, that support you, so that you have the strength, that you have the sensitivity to feel what's actually going on. And what's really beautiful is that those of you here, those of you that are listening to this, have the tools now, because I'm going to give you at least one breathwork practice, and I'm going to give you at least one meditation that you can do that will support you in sensitizing yourself and building your sensory system. so that you become more and more sensitive, you become more and more connected to your what you're feeling. And in that, you're just feel the presence of God in everything you do. In absolutely everything you do, you go, oh, God's here with me. God's here with me. I'm a part of God. I don't even know how I was so confused that I wasn't connected to God. I don't even, it's crazy that I ever thought that God was somewhere else, because it's here. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. And why I'm so passionate about this is because when you have a actual experience, when you're sensitized and you can have that experience of God, no one can take that from you. No one can sell that to you. No one can tell you something different. It is yours. It's yours to have. And you get to live your life and have that experience and be in connection with it. So whether it's Kundalini yoga or whatever it is, knitting, sipping a cup of tea, whatever it is that brings you more awareness, more consciousness, that brings you more into your present moment, find that, do it, and find ways of incorporating it into your life. Find ways of incorporating it into your day-to-day. That's really what this full moon is asking us. It's saying, hey, here's your day-to-day things. Mercury's retrograde, so you got to figure a new way of doing things out. Venus is retrograde. You got to figure a new way of loving out. You got to kind of restructure some things. And can you restructure things to reorient yourself a little bit more towards the universe, a little bit more towards God, a little bit more towards the infinite, a little bit more towards saying yes to life rather than numbing yourself out to it? So we're going to start with a breath practice that is specifically about building your sensory system. And when I say your sensory system, I mean all of your senses, your sense of feeling, your sense of smell, your sense of hearing, your sight, all of it. We want to build all of the senses up. So we're going to do a practice for 3 minutes, which is called meditation to connect with the self-sensory system. It's a breathing meditation. We'll start with that. Then we'll stretch a little bit. Then we'll go into this practice to connect with the Sushmuna channel. The Sushmuna channel is the central channel that the Kundalini energy rises. The Kundalini energy goes up, your energy goes up, and then the energy of the universe, the cosmos, comes down that. So you have that direct connection with source. You have an experience of where you and the universe meet, where your consciousness and the consciousness of the universe meet. So we'll work with that central channel, the Sushmana channel, in our full moon meditation. Sound good? Ready for it? Okay, let's get started. So we're going to start by tuning in. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat for you, a seat where you can sit up nice and tall, where your heart can be lifted, your shoulders can relax down your back. Let's bring the palms together and rub the palms. You can start to close the eyes if you'd like to close the eyes. We're going to tune in with the opening mantras, Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. We'll chant that 3 times to connect to our higher selves, to remind ourselves of the great wisdom of the universe that flows through us. Fingers point up towards the ceiling, elbows out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Take a nice, deep, full breath in. Hold the breath in, but let the palms gently press. Relax the shoulders down the back. Eyes are closed, but gently look up at the third eye center, helping to activate the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, to have that connection with source. Through the nose, exhale and allow the hands to relax. All right, we're going to start with this breath practice. So the hands are going to come out in front of you. The right hand is going to be on top of the left, and you kind of just cross your fingers. So just kind of the right hand just comes lightly on top of the left fingers. The arms are about at shoulder height, and you have the fingers kind of, again, layered on top of each other, not just kind of crossing at a 90-degree angle. So you kind of got like a triangle in front of you, and your elbows kind of help make this triangle forward. Okay, you're going to hold that out in front of you. You're going to make a circle with the lips, and you're going to breathe really slowly through an O-shaped mouth. So really sip the breath in nice and slowly through the O-shaped mouth. Once you get to the top of the inhale, you're going to exhale through the nose slowly, really slowly exhaling through the nose. This is what my hands look like. Inhaling slowly through the O-shaped mouth. Exhaling through the nose. Get the breath nice and slow. And then with your eyes just slightly open, look down at the tip of the nose. So eyes are just slightly open and you're looking down at the tip of the nose as you continue this breath pattern. This is how we're going to start our practice, really building our sensory system, building our ability to feel. Really relating to the breath, really experiencing the breath, not just breathing. You just breathe all the time. See if you can start to bring your awareness. This O-shaped mouth breathing, you get to even taste the breath. You get to feel the breath, taste the breath, really experience it on every level. Last 15 seconds. Good. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath in. Keep the breath in. Hold. Exhale. Keep the arms where they are. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale deeply through the mouth. Hold the breath in. Through the nose, exhale. 1 more time, big breath in through the O-shaped mouth. Hold the breath. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, relax the hands down. Just close the eyes now and breathe. Natural rhythm. And feel. Just feel into your body and notice what sensation wants to become a gentle movement, whatever little stretch you want to do. Maybe the head wants to move. Maybe you need to rearrange your sitting position. Take the next couple breaths to stretch and readjust. And then we'll start to do some warm-ups together just to get the body a little bit more prepared for our meditation. So sitting up nice and tall, start to roll your shoulders forward. Bring the shoulders back, up, forward, down. Nice big circles with the shoulders. Good. Notice how your breath works with this, not forgetting to breathe. Keeping those nice deep breaths through the nose. Start to go backwards, starting to roll the shoulders backwards. Ooh, high shoulders. What's going on in there? Can we still stay with what we're feeling? Do we start making a story about it? Can we just be with that present moment? The shoulders come down. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale, let them just fall. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale them down. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Keep going. Keep a nice steady rhythm with your breath and the lifting and lowering of the shoulders. Try to keep the chin in. The tendency here is that the neck kind of juts out, but try to keep the chin in as you keep going. Good, big breath in, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, squeeze and hold them up, keep them up. Squeeze them a little bit higher as you inhale a little bit more. Exhale, drop those shoulders down the back. Good. Let's go ahead and extend the right leg. Right leg comes straight out in front of you. The bottom of the left foot will come onto the thigh of the right foot. The thigh of the right leg, sorry. So you're like this. Okay. Right toes are gonna come in towards the face. Let's reach the right arm nice and high, and then come forward, lean forward and grab somewhere on your right leg. The right hand comes and grabs somewhere on the right leg. Left hand is gonna come behind you, so it's behind the back, and the palm is facing away from you. We're gonna start with the left hand there. Grab onto that right leg, use your right hand to pull yourself down a little bit more, find a deep stretch in the right side, keep the spine straight, start to do breath of fire, pumping the navel in and out, moving the breath rapidly in and out through the nostrils. If you're pregnant, you would do long, deep breathing instead of breath of fire. If you're on your cycle, you could either do a really light breath of fire or do long. Good. Keep that nice stretch in the right side as you start to reach your right arm straight behind you. Reach that right arm behind you. And then keep going, start to reach the right arm up towards the sky as you start to turn a little bit to the left. So your torso and your face start to turn to the left. You start to reach this right arm up overhead so that the right arm starts to come towards, the left arm starts to come towards the right foot. You're arching over now. Good, finding that big stretch on the left side. Good. Inhale, get really deep into this stretch. Exhale, release. I'm going to go over the other side. So now the left leg comes long. Sorry, Mercury's retrograde, so I'm going to mix up my left and right over. At least I know I'm mixing it. I was even worse when you have no idea what you're doing. Okay, so left leg comes out in front of you. Bring the left toes in towards your face. You're going to reach up with the left arm, grab forward and hold on to the left leg. Somewhere where you can still keep your spine straight. Pull that straight spine down. Take your right hand, have it on the lower back with the palm facing away from you. Right hand, palm is facing away on the lower back. Start that breath of fire. Pull yourself down, find a big stretch. Now on the left side, pumping the navel. Nice, powerful breath of fire. Good. Keep that stretch in the left side. Extend your right arm behind you. Reach that right hand behind you. As you start to reach it behind you, if you really reach behind you, you're going to start to turn to the right a little bit. The torso starts to turn towards the right. Start to reach that right arm, keeping the elbows straight up into the air, reaching up into the sky. And maybe even arching that right hand up and over to the left toes. There you go, you got it. Big breath in, deepen your stretch on the right side now. Exhale, come back to center. I'm gonna bring both legs out in front of you and bounce the knees up and down a little bit. Give a little pat to the thighs. Give a little pat to the calves. Give a little loving pat to the feet. You can massage your knees a little bit. Go ahead and pat those thighs again, pat the glutes, and then start to make your way back up into a seat. Coming into a seat, go ahead and grab your shins. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, bring the heart forward between your arms. Exhale, round back. So spinal flexing, inhaling forward. Exhaling, rounding back. Inhale forward, exhale back. But the chin stays at about the same level, so your chin's not coming up and down. You're moving from the neck down. Good. Keep going. If you can, start to add the mantra mentally. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam mentally. Hearing Sat on the inhale and Nam on the exhale. Good. Really exaggerate the breath and the movement for these last 15 seconds. Good. Nice deep breath in towards center. Hold the breath for a moment at the top. Exhale, let the breath go. Go ahead and come sitting on your heels, moving into rock pose. Rock pose doesn't feel good to you, if it's too sharp in your knees, if it's a uncomfortable position for you, then you could stay in easy pose or adapt this using props, cushions to support you in it. Bring the hands on top of the shoulders, hands in the front, thumbs in the back. Inhale, twist to the left, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the left, exhale, twist to the right. Keeping those elbows at the same height as the shoulders and keeping your heart lifted. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, let the hands come down onto the thighs. And then start to spread your knees a little bit apart. And walk your hands forward and come down into baby pose, bringing the forehead down to the ground. Or if you'd like to put your head on a blanket or pillow, if that supports you better. Just working your way down, coming up, bringing your torso over your legs. Again, spreading your knees however wide feels good for you. Hands can be right by the sides of your face, or you can have the hands resting by your side with the palms facing up. Let the forehead rest on the earth or on your pillow, your cushion. And see if you can get the point in between the two eyebrows to be the place where most of the weight is pressing from your head into the ground. Resting here, taking a moment to pause, to drop the thoughts, the to-do list. Just rest into the feeling and the sensation. 3 more breaths here, taking a deep breath into the lungs. On the exhale, feeling yourself sink even deeper into the hips. 3 more deep breaths like that. A third deep breath, letting your hands come by the side of your face and starting to press yourself up, coming back up into a seat, coming into a cross-legged position, or whatever seated position is most comfortable, works best for you and your body today. All right, we're going to go into this meditation now. We start with a breath practice, and we'll start to move into a visualization practice. We'll be sitting in easy pose for the whole time, so make yourself really nice and comfortable. Hold the hands just resting on the knees, so hands can just relax on the knees. Lift your heart up and bring your chin in. Feeling the heart lift and bring the chin in, kind of like you're trying to make double chins, feeling the back of the neck nice and long. We're gonna take the sides of our mouth and make a smile, like a little smile so our teeth are showing. You want your teeth to be showing. We're gonna start to really move our navels to bring the breath in and out through the mouth, very powerfully working with the navel. So really pumping the navel, using the movement of the navel to move the diaphragm and breathing through the teeth. Good. Find a nice, strong, steady rhythm with that and just keep going. The navel is the most important thing. So get that navel moving and get the breath going in and out through the teeth. The teeth don't open, they just are just smiling. But if you can, close your eyes and let this let you go very deep. Like a cannon breath. The breath is very powerful.
Gurudev Swami Parmeswara Gurudev Swami Parmeswara Gurudev
Keep that navel moving.
गुरुदेव सखा अज्ञान भंजन गुरुदेव सखा अज्ञान भंजन गुरुदेव सखा.
Good, stay steady. You're not doing this all night. Just 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Keep the breath going.
गुरुदेव सखा अज्ञान भंजन गुरुदेव बंदम सहोदरा.
Good. Relax the breath. Reach your arms up overhead. Elbows straight. Arms open a little bit, but you're reaching straight up overhead and a little open out to the side. Eyes can close here. And start to see yourself on a precipice, on an edge. And you're on a precipice above a giant, vast ocean that goes on and on and on and on. You can't see the ends. There are no limits to this ocean, and you're standing at the edge of the precipice. Feel yourself like you're about to dive into this giant ocean. You're not diving yet, but you're just right there. You're about to jump in. You're about to fall into this vast ocean, this endless ocean. And you're just standing here on the edge. Just see this vast ocean in front of you. See how it has no ends, there's no beginning. It just goes and it goes and it goes and it goes. See it in your mind's eye. Feel in yourself that feeling of being right on the edge, about to jump into something new, about to go off the edge. Feel what it feels like, the anticipation, the excitement, maybe the fear of being at the edge of the precipice, about to jump. Keep feeling it. You're right at the edge. You're almost about to jump. And in a moment, with your arms first, go, jump off the edge. Feel yourself jumping off the edge. Keep the arms up overhead and feel the hands diving down. You're falling down. You're flying down. The hands go into the water. You go deep, 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 deep into the water. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're gonna go all the way down to the bottom of the water. Feel yourself, see yourself going all the way down to the bottom of this deep, deep ocean. Going inch by inch, mile by mile, going deeper and deeper and deeper till you reach all the way to the bottom. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Down, 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 down. You're going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. You're almost there. You're almost to the bottom of this deep ocean. Keep going. Now inhale deeply. Hold the breath in and feel yourself float back up to the top. Float all the way back up just with ease. No effort. You just float. Your body is just brought up out of buoyancy, out of holding the breath in. Your body starts to lift, going up, 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 the lightness, and you just keep bringing you up and up and up, going through all the water you just went through, coming all the way up to the surface. Feel your body. Your arms are still up. And exhale, relax the hands down, relax. Just sit and relax. Broken the surface of the water. You're at the top of the water, you can breathe now. And you're just floating. You're just floating on the surface of the ocean, this vast ocean. Just floating, relaxed. Every cell, every muscle, every part of you completely relaxed. Again, just being in awareness of your sensations and gently starting to move, finding a stretch, a little gentle movement just to bring you back. And bring the hands together in prayer pose. Palms pressing, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. And we'll close with the Long Time Sunshine song, followed by 3 long sat nams. And take a deep breath in and out. Inhale deeply to chant. May the long time sun shine upon you, and all the love surround you, and the pure light within. Guide for may the long time sun shine upon you, and all the love surround Lift up your light within. God, you will take a nice deep breath in. Nam. 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 Bringing the thumbs up to the point in between the eyebrows. Recognizing this deep ocean of which we all are a part, of which we are all connected, which we all come from and we will all go to. And having reverence for this ocean, having devotion for this ocean of infinity, and committing ourselves to our own sensitivity, to working to experience, to be connected to this deep ocean, to remember it again and again in each moment. In gratitude and recognition, we bow. Sana. Alrighty. Nice work, everybody. Beautiful practice. Beautiful to see you here. In about a month, I will be doing a series working with the breath. It's called Breathe. It's a 6-week series. We really go into all the different pranayamas, all the different breath practices. You have an at-home practice that you do. And then each week we kind of go over different practices that can help you in whatever you need to do. If you're feeling a little stressed out, what do you do to help relax yourself? If you're feeling a little sluggish, you need some more clarity of mind, what do you do for that? So that starts October 2nd, and it's on Monday evenings. It's at this time, 5:30 to 7. So if you're interested in that, I can give you that information. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your donations. If you have any questions, I'll take us off of YouTube, and I'd love to hear your voice.